that was the tram I wanted. So I just ran, made it. So I'm here already, good to go. Okay, I went to a family mart to get coffee and like a snack. So I ate there in front of the thing because usually they have a garbage can. They didn't have a garbage can this time, so I stood in front of this family mart, ate my food, and then went back in to throw my garbage. There was none. You should check. It's really random whether they're gonna have trash cans or not, but I suppose in high tourist areas it's an issue. So I believe that's the museum that I'm headed towards. Better be open or I'm gonna cry. So it's just the World War II museum. So I don't know what to expect, but it'll be fine. At least this section is nice, quiet. Up the entire sidewalk and expect me to still move out of the way. What? Not them, obviously. No, there's a family in there, the whole line, and I'm like to the side, and they still just come right for me. And I'm like, what do you got to move? There's 6 of you in a row. The Peace Bridge. Interesting. Okay. Okay, get out of the way, the bikers. Goodness gracious. Yeah, look at how far the water is down. On Hiroshima Island, they were also saying the water levels are really low right now, so I did not believe them, but I like how many languages they have here. Peace Memorial Park was established to comfort the souls of the victims of the atomic bomb and pray for everlasting world peace. Look at that fancy fountain. There's a lot of people here. Ooh. Okay. I gotta go to the museum sooner than later though, because I don't want to. Oh my gosh, is this all the museum? Both of these buildings. Whoa. Maybe I'll come back to the fountain. There's like people droning in the museum, so that's where I should go first. Watch them not allow GoPros, and then I don't have anywhere to put it, so then they'll be like, oh, you can't go in. It was totally fine. There's no issue with GoPros, but here I go on in. Number of days since the first dropping of the A-bomb. 28,642 days. Peace Watch. Number of days since the last nuclear test. It's been years since the last nuclear test. Interesting. Hiroshima before the bombing. So you gotta. Oh, that's the atomic bomb dome that I will go see. They had the cable cars before the bomb even. See. Oh, it is so warm in here. Seeing all these pictures of Hiroshima in Japan before the bomb were very interesting. You forget how much life really was in this city before everything that happened. I will say though, Japan really didn't talk about anything they did in the war. It was all about the bomb and what happened to them. But it's still really difficult to go through it, and it's really sad to see everything that they show and that happened. October to November 1945. This is by the U.S. military. This photo. Following up those really big murals full of life and like things happening with the destruction right after the bomb and how everything is gone. It's truly hard to fully comprehend. This was a like computer rendition of the bomb and like how it played out on that day. So obviously it's a computer rendition. They have little like parts that stick up for the buildings that survived the bomb or partially survived because those were made out of concrete. Most of the buildings and stuff in Hiroshima were made of wood. So even if the blast didn't knock them out, the fires that followed the blast destroyed everything. So there's the A-dome, which was, I remember in the earlier video, it was like a whole building. Oh, a toilet gate made it. Look at that. Unfortunately, I'm really not a history buff, so I don't truly understand the ins and outs of the war. I know the basic time frame and the basic things that happened, so I really don't have much to add as a history lesson. I only know what I saw here and from history classes in school. So this is actually the hallway that I saw outside that I'm walking through right now. Miyuki Bridge was covered with severely burned people. I held the camera up, but I couldn't snap the shutter. Finally, after about 20 minutes of hesitation, I took my first picture. Looking at all of these images and seeing that there were children and family and stuff here when everything happened is really difficult to walk through. And then the things like the metal that's melted and the stones that have fused together because of how hot the blast was were just impressive to see, but also it makes you think about like what happened if you were there as a human. Like there's no way crazy. We'll see how much of this video I can actually put on YouTube uncensored, because I'm sure a lot of it's gonna get taken down. But the museum did have a lot of graphic images and graphic explanations of what happened to these people. So if you're a little iffy on that, I wouldn't recommend this, but if not, this museum is really worth your time. This is the stone step where you can see the outline of a person still. The first part was about the blast and the heat from the blast. The second is the radioactive fallout. One of the biggest problems with the radioactivity was nobody actually knew what it was yet, so nobody knew how to deal with it, nor that it seeps into everything and it's still dangerous long after the fact. There was a section that talked about an interesting phenomenon of black rain that was radioactive rain, but people were so thirsty and stuff at the time that they drank this black water and just caused more radioactive damage to themselves. This museum is in Peace Memorial Park, so every once in a while you get a glimpse of the outside. That's actually another memorial that I will go to later and take a closer look at. And through these windows, you can see the atomic dome. Everything is lined up with the dome because it is image of Hiroshima and the bomb. The next section was all about nuclear testing and nuclear bombs and the humanity behind these projects and how we shouldn't continue testing those things. And more about the US's involvement in the actual diplomacy of the atomic bombs and such. This part, after all of the emotional stuff you saw before, was difficult to get through just in the sense that you went through so many emotions going through all of the terrible things that happened, and then you just get hit with politics. So maybe you could flip them around, but I don't know if you can. I'll read a bit of this, but about 0.2 seconds after the detonation, there was a fireball that reached 7,700 degrees Celsius, and that's also what caused a lot of the damage. So this part talks about radiation and how much radiation is let off at the second the bomb detonates and how long it kind of lasts after the fact. There are a lot of things to read in this museum, but 99% of it was translated into English, so it's very accessible to other people. That was rough. That was rough, man. Crazy. It's hard to put into words. So that building is where all of the main exhibit is, and then that building is actually just temporary exhibit, and then kind of a history of Hiroshima, and then the gift shop. The gift shop was really little though, but I needed to find something for a couple people, so I spent some money there, but it's fine. I'll head that way next, but I'm headed to the cafe, and I hope it's good because I want some coffee. Everything said no rain, so I'm gonna be real upset if I get rained on. So look, I got the fountain. I found the fountain. Ugh. Very easy weather. So I left Peace Park to go get some Starbucks coffee because the coffee in there, it was the expensive and just machine, they press one button and it just dumps it out, so it's not good, nor is it worth the price when it's that expensive. So I'm making my way to Starbucks to at least get barista made coffee, you know? I'm just validating myself. Is it working? So in the Starbucks I was doing a little bit more Googling, and I found that you can go to the elementary school that's like featured in all of the stuff, and there's like a little museum in that too. So that's where I'm headed next, actually, because that closes at 5 and the dome is open as far as I know. Fukuromachi school still exists. It's this whole building now, but they left this little section of the old building for the museum. Fukuromachi Elementary Peace School Museum. Elementary School Peace Museum. There we go. This is actual concrete that the children wrote their messages on after the bomb hit. They used infrared something or another to decipher. Every year on the day that the bomb dropped, they have events where they fold paper cranes, and a bunch of the students and stuff fold paper cranes. So these are things that the current students made to put into the old school. Still not great, but better than I thought. There's like 1,600 students in the school, but they started evacuating in March. So they said only about 100 remained in the school when the bomb dropped. So that's actually really good. So this is the actual building too. It's pretty impressive. This Taito drum is like even recognizable because it says this Taiko drum. Did I say Taito? Taiko. Taiko drum was said to have been blown in the schoolyard by the A-bomb blast. Storm window, bare scars from the shockwave on part of the building that was located 25 meters south of the spot. These were removed for prevention when the building was reconstructed. It's apparently very unknown. There was no one in there, but also really sad. Like I know, I always understood how much destruction. No, I always knew how much destruction the bombs caused, but I never understood until seeing those pictures and just like this entire city wiped out, and now it's just all up again. It's very impressive. I did not know you could go in here. There was an exhibition on the 3rd floor, but it's not what I thought, so I did not last very long in here. So I think part of this building also survived because it was made out of stone, and there's a small exhibition on the 3rd floor. So I'll go check that out quick. It was a very European styled building with kind of just a lot of weird history, but not really about anything. It was interesting. It was weird. I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but it looks like a piece of something that they saved. Look how cute and pleasant this actually is. Imagine a boat from here? What shit? That's convenient. Is that another peace clock on the other side? It's so large. Walk towards the fancy bridge this time. So there's the museum I was at earlier. This is the other side of it. And there's the children's piece. Flame of peace. At the northern edge of the Pond of Peace, there's a flame of peace. The flame will burn until the day such weapons shall have disappeared from the earth. Oh. There's a step there, guys. Watch out. Step here. Okay, so the sculpture is supposed to look like two open hands. So like this. See, I can't do two hands, but so it's two people holding flames. That's what it's supposed to be. So this is the Victims Memorial Sento Path. I don't know if I said that right, but that's what that is. Okay, I should actually work on getting to the A-Dome before the sun goes down. I just think I was worried there wasn't going to be enough around here. Crazy. Okay, I don't know if you can see the like two hands any better now. Like that. So this is the Children Peace Memorial. Yep. Children Peace Memorial. This monument was originally inspired by the death of Sadako Sasaki, who was exposed to radiation from the atomic bomb at the age of 2, and 10 years later she died of leukemia. Oh, I wish I would have known I could have brought the paper crane next time. There were some kids just dinging away at that bell, so that's why I muted the audio. So the thing is, Sadako, she heard the legend about if you make 1,000 paper cranes, then any wish will come true. So it says that she made 1,000 cranes within like a week when she was in the hospital with leukemia. So that's why the paper cranes is such a monument of this, because yeah, she still died of leukemia though. LOL, it's on the other side of the road. I'm stupid. So, I'll have to go back across the bridge. My bad. I just assumed incorrectly that it was on this side for some reason. Well, the peace clock's over there. Ooh. Does it say how many kilometers from the epicenter of the blast this one was? Information's over here. I think this is the World Peace Clock. Peace Clock Tower. I was close. 8:15 every morning. So it's chimes at every 8:15 every morning. I wonder if it's made out of anything, or if it's just like or if it's just the metal. Any pieces of destruction, or if it's just metal. It instantly killed everyone inside the building, but the building 160 meters and then 600 meters up is where the bomb exploded. There are so many paper cranes all over Hiroshima. They're all made or donated by the students or the people or visitors and stuff. So it's really a nice way to bring everything together. So this is a statue of the god of peace. And then more cranes. Cool. So here's an even better like show of how most things are destroyed. Those are the concrete buildings. Yikes. This has got to be a lot more hopping during the day, because right now this is just a really big open space. I saw a dog that looked like Loki. And my heart. I've spotted a cat cafe. Should I go? Doesn't look too busy. Maybe I'll go have a peek. It's 8 p.m. but it's hopping. I'm getting dorayaki. I hope they have the sweet potato one, otherwise I'm going to be really sad, but... It's Christmas! No, it's not. I don't know why there's so lights up. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I know this video was a little bit more of a downer, but Hiroshima is really one of my favorite places that I've been, so I highly recommend taking time to go there if you ever come to Japan. So thank you so much. See you next time. Bye!